Good morning students. Last class we discussed about how matter is made up of, right? Today we will discuss about some more details about it. Activity 7. How small are the particles of matter? Take a beaker with water and add 2 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in water. What color do you observe? Now take out approximately 10 ml of the solution and add it to 90 ml of water in another beaker. What does happens to the color of the water in the second beaker? First, what you are doing, you are taking water in one beaker and adding 2 crystals of potassium permanganate. Totally it is dissolving. After that, what you are taking 10 ml of the solution and adding 90 ml of water in another beaker. ये solution को लेके 90 ml of another solution में add कर रहे. Again take out 10 ml of this solution and add to another 90 ml of clear water. अब क्या कर रहे हैं, जो solution second beaker में form हुआ ना, ये लेके क्या कर रहे हैं, और एक beaker water है ना, उसमें 10 ml और इसमें डाल रहे. Okay. Carry out this process 4-5 times as shown in the figure and observe changes in intensity of color of the solution. What you will observe, ma? See here, it is dark color. Okay, when you are taking 10 ml and pouring, its color will disappear, right? Yes. How is it possible for 2 small crystals of potassium permanganate to color a large volume of water? What do you understand from this activity? Repeat the activity by taking a few crystals of copper sulfate instead of potassium permanganate. Several interesting conclusions can be drawn from the above activities. We can conclude that there must be several tiny particles in just one crystal of potassium permanganate which are uniformly distributed in water to change its color. तो ये पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट सॉल्यूशन में जो भी क्रिस्टल्स हैं वो बोथ इट इज़ हैविंग more tiny particles so that water is changing its color. Okay. Similarly, a few crystals of copper sulfate too has several tiny particles which are distributed in large quantity of water to give color. So both solid and liquid including water are made up of tiny particles. Understood? Next, activity 8. There exists space between particles. We'll see whether there exists a space between particles. Take a graduated beaker and fill it with some water and mark the water level. Add some salt and stir it thoroughly with a glass rod. Observe if there is any change in the water level. Add some more salt and stir it again. You take one beaker, you add some salt and stir it. Okay, and you see the level of the water. Then again you add some more salt to this and again stir it and observe what happening in this beaker. From the activities 7 and 8, we can conclude that liquid particles in a liquid have some space between them and the solid particles enters into the space between the liquid particles on dissolving solid into liquid. What is happening in 7th and 8th experiment? Some space is there between the particles. Okay. Liquid particles on dissolving solid in liquid. Recalls the incense stick activity. Do you agree that the gas is also made up of particles and they have large space between them? Incense stick activity also we did. You stand in one corner, you ask your friend to stand in another corner. You ask your friend to carry incense stick and light the incense stick. That smell you can see at another corner, you can hear, you can feel, no? Yes, that activity. There also incense stick also is made up of tiny particles. There are space between them. Okay. Particles of matter attract each other. Now what we will see? Observing the force of attraction between the particles of matter. Open a water tap and allow the water to reach the ground. Now try to stop the stream of water without your finger. Water tap को on कर दो. Water को नीचे गिरना दो. अब क्या करना, फिंगर रख के वाटर को स्टॉप करना. Now, from the above observation, we can say that particles of matter have forces acting between them that keeps the particles together. When you remove your finger, you are not able to remove your finger. Okay, it will push you back. It is also clear that this force is not equally strong and different in different forms of matter. Matter is having force and it is different in different matters. Okay. Next, how diffusion takes place. We have already carried out several activities to explain diffusion of particles of solids, liquids and gaseous. Diffusion can be possible only when the particles of matter move continuously. In the instant stick activity, the particles responsible for scent move and enter the space between the air particles. The scent particles quickly spread across the room. Okay. Particles of solids, liquids and gases can diffuse into liquids and gases. Rate of diffusion of gases is higher than the liquids, while the rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than solids. There are two reasons for higher rate of diffusion of gases. There are two reasons. Speed of gas particles is very high. The space between gas particles is very high. Similarly, the greater diffusion rate liquids compared to solids is because particles in liquids move freely and have greater space between them when compared to particles of solid. When greater diffusion rate is there, it is compared to solid because particles in liquids move freely and have more space between them. Observe the following diagram which shows the difference in arrangement of particles in solids, liquids and gases. In solids, the particles are closely packed. In liquid, the particles are loosely packed. In gas, only some particles are present. In a gas, the particles are not as close together as in liquid. If a colored gas mixed with a colorless gas, the color spreads evenly in it. This happens faster in gas than in liquid because of large gap between the particles of. यहाँ पे particles के बीच में बहुत gap है, तो यहाँ पे जो color डाल रहे आप ये evenly spread होता compared to this one. Fewer particles of gas abstract in the way of spreading. You can see the diffusion of bromine when it diffuses through air. Bromine is a brownish colored gas, hence its diffusions in colorless air can be seen clearly. If we allow bromine to diffuse in vacuum, it diffuses faster in vacuum because there are no particles to abstract in its way. Understood? Gases में जल्दी होता कई को यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा particles नहीं है, यहाँ पे कम है, तो liquids में से gases में बहुत fast diffusion take place होता. I think students you understood this chapter. I'll be giving you some homework. Mention the properties of solids. Mention the properties of solids. Mention the properties of liquids. Mention the properties of gas. Yes. Here is your homework. Mention the applications of compressibility in our daily life. Second one, give examples that the matter which will be available in different states. These two are your homework. Thank you.